When the game tips off, the NBA action is just beginning on FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Because FanDuel is your home for NBA live betting. However you want to play, now is the perfect time to join. Make every moment more with FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA. 21 plus and present in Virginia. First online, real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable bonus bets which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Wednesday, March 5th, 2025, and it's Ash Wednesday, 46 days until Easter. Now, if anybody out there is giving up your phone for Lent, you might make sure to get Down in Alabama downloaded through some other device and platform. Seriously, though, it's a good time to mention we aren't really pushing it yet, but there is a YouTube option for this podcast as well. It publishes sometimes a few minutes later than everything else, but we're looking at doing some changes there to get a bigger presence. Anyway, born on this date, in 1951, Texas country and Americana singer-songwriter Willis Allen Ramsey of Birmingham. Ramsey moved to Dallas at a young age, and he's written a whole bunch of songs, including Muskrat Love that Captain and Tennille and others have recorded. He wrote the Ballad of Spider John, you might have heard on a Jimmy Buffett album. Spider John Corner died just last year at age 85, by the way. Today, we're going to talk about the First Lady's guest, an unemployment bill, and Harper Lee. My name's Ike Morgan, and we're down in Alabama. Well, I hope everybody was holding on to something yesterday afternoon and evening. Now, we've received a few reports of trees that are still standing in some locations. Storms came through the state overnight and into the early hours this morning, but it was the high winds ahead of the storm you can blame for toppling so many of the trees and power lines. By 10 p.m., the state already had more than 100,000 customers without power, according to poweroutage.us. AL.com's Howard Koplowitz reports that brush fires were caused by downed power lines in parts of central Alabama ahead of the storms. Check AL.com/weather for the most recent weather news and forecasts. If you watched President Trump's speech to a joint session of Congress last night, you might have caught a piece that included Jeff Denard of Decatur. Denard, reports AL.com's Howard Koplowitz, attended the speech as a guest of First Lady Melania Trump. The president shared that Denard was a 27-year worker at Nucor Steel, as well as a volunteer firefighter. He said he has 7 children and has cared for more than 40 foster children. Trump was highlighting Denard while touting his own heavy use of trade tariffs, which Trump said were, quote, making America rich again and making America great again, end quote. A bill that came out of the Alabama House of Representatives would tighten up a qualification for unemployment, reports AL.com's Mike Kaysen. That bill, by State Representative Ed Oliver, a Dadeville Republican, tweaks a 3-year-old law that requires unemployment recipients apply for 3 jobs a week. The proposed bill would raise that to 5. Now, it wouldn't apply to counties where there are populations less than 20,000. It has passed a Senate committee and now goes before the full Senate for final passage. Opponents argue that Alabama's unemployment laws are strict enough and that some low-income job seekers without child care or good transportation are more limited in the number of jobs they can apply for. Qualifying unemployment applicants who are out of work due to no fault of their own can receive up to $275 a week for up to 20 weeks. Harper Lee will have a new book out in October, reports AL.com's Kelly Kasich. Lee, of course, was the Monroeville writer who became a literary legend with her 1960 novel To Kill a Mockingbird. Not long before she died, her other novel, Go Set a Watchman, was published. According to publisher HarperCollins, the yet-to-be-published work includes 8 short stories and is called The Land of Sweet Forever, stories and essays. Now, hopefully, this will be another chance to get into the mind of the famously reclusive Lee, who died 9 years ago. But it won't be her mind in recent decades. According to the publisher, the new to us short stories were written before Mockingbird. Thank y'all so much for listening to us. We're going to be back here again tomorrow. Until then, y'all come by and see us anytime you want to on the internet at al.com.